We are live here at Jubilee Park. It is game two between the Parkland Expos and the Swift Current 57s. If you didn't join us for game one, it wasn't one that the Expos want to remember. An 11-1 loss, giving up 5 runs in one inning. Not exactly ideal for a team that's jockeying for position when it comes to the provincial standings. But one good thing that we want to talk about as this pregame continues on is some All-Star game selections with the Expos. Veterans that were chosen: Cohen Murray and Callum Yount. Rookies: Kyler Bill O'Crelly, Theo Cleland, and Sawyer Sawchuk. To each and every one of those players, congratulations. They're going to be heading to Meadow Lake pretty quick. All right. And with that, our game is underway.
Jared grounds out to second base for the first out of the inning. Now batting center fielder, number 7, Hudson Unger.
All right. So, just as quickly as things did get started, we have one out. Unger up to bat now. That one, a first pitch strike. We'll take a look into this one. 2 strikes, one away.
Yeah.
Today on the mound, for this second game at least, it's Jackson Bradford.
Yeah.
That one will go outside. 2-1 is the count now.
I've already made a huge improvement from last week.
One is away. Bradford and Unger. That one swung on, fouled back, evening the count at 2-2. Again, this is our second game of the day, final game of the day, final game of the weekend for that matter. Our next broadcast will be on July 2nd, an SESBL game. Bradford, that one handcuffs him, and the runner will be safe on first base.
Now batting baseman, 9, Mason Bowser.
Mason Fowler, who was the winning pitcher in game one, and he hit a dinger in game one as well, kicking things off with the actual scoring of the game, a 2-run blast. That one is swung on the ground to 3-2-1. No throw, but one run or one out will be recorded.
From second of the inning. Now batting the DH, number 27, Quinn Bolton.
All right, so we have 2 away. A runner is on first base in that fielder's choice. That one just outside. There goes.
Strike.
That one will be a recorded strike, so 1-1. But that runner does end up safely at second. Runner on second, 2 away. 1-1 is the count. That one in for the second strike of the at bat. Bolton up to bat for Swift Current. That one will be hit on the ground. Over to first. That one will get away. A run will come in to score.
Give him a single. He would have beat it out. Bolton with the infield single. Both runners advance a base on the throwing error to third baseman. Now batting first baseman number 11, Ty Switzer.
Ty Switzer now up to bat. There are 2 away. A runner now on second base after that throwing error. And a 1-0 lead for Swift Current. That one a swing and a miss, a first pitch strike.
Without the error, these runners first and third.
That one just low. 1-1. That a swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Runner goes. Tip back foul. Count will remain at 1-2. Runner is still on second base. 2 still out. 1-2 is the count. Bradford with the delivery. Look good, little low. 2-2. There it is. Out number 3.
In the top of the first, the 57th score, 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. After half an inning, Swift Current 57th 1, Parkland Expos 0. Pitch count for Bradford is 18.
My name is Brady Lang. You're watching the Parkland Valley Sports Network. It's Parkland Expos Baseball brought to you by The Flats, Eatery and Drink. It's all that at The Flats. All right, here we go. The bottom half of the inning. It is the Parkland Expos and the Swift Current 57s live from Jubilee, game number 2. Deacon Krieger up to bat now for these Expos, leading off. Currently, he has 1 ball and 2 strikes on him. Jace Johnson, the pitcher. That one nearly hitting Krieger. Gets out of the way.
How many? 12 players on?
Ryan said he always, yes, he always posts that, in that team, like six around and then like been drafted by like W.
Yeah. Like this athlete.
Count is now full. That one a swing and a miss. Krieger down on strikes, 1 away.
Now batting the shortstop, number 0, Owen Murray.
All right, it is Cohen Murray up to bat for the Expos. He was the pitcher in game 1.
That would have been 2021 then.
Murray today will be playing on short.
Are here for you 13 minutes. They want all of them to play like hear them. They don't like that because then the underdog can come back and win. Yeah.
All right, so 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Home plate ump says he went 1 and 2 on Murray now. Down on strikes is Murray. 2 are now away.
And Kayla Yukons.
Next year, Sarah, would you know? Helen, where is he off to? Grants engineering. Oh wow.
That one is right down the pipe for strike 1. There are 2 away now. It's 1-0 for Swift Current. They scored 1 on an error in the first inning. That one, second strike of this at bat. That one is tipped back. Count will remain. The Expos unable to get anyone on base this bottom half of the inning so far, at least. 2 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Strike number 3. Striking out the side is Jace Johnson.
Schools move down in order in the ball. After 1, with current 57 1, Parkland Expo 0. Pitch count for Jace Johnson is 13. Sorry, 14. Crouching on the ground, she bold. She had is wearing it next time from.
Come on. It still sounds like they'll be straight away. Well, it's raining right now. That's the side fight. They don't know. Brian said it was one wrong. One of them like stop. They're gonna like help. Well, they are a second. And they won those. Big.
All right, we are back here in the top of the second inning. Right now, Swift Current leading by 1 run, scoring on an error in the first inning, their first crack on the bats.
Basically, no.
That one, the second strike of the at bat. Bradford so far, 2 hits, 1 run, none earned, and 1 strikeout through 1 inning. That is outside.
I said no. I said there's flag football. There's flag football here. I said spray.
That one will be Jackson's second strikeout of the game. 1 now gone. Starting to get a feeling like we're going to have a game of dueling pitchers at this point. 2 Ks from Bradford on 4 runners. On the other end of things, Jace Johnson, 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. 5 Ks so far we've seen in this one. And that, to be quite honest with you, is close to the total of the first game. One is away.
I like bigger than smaller.
Yeah.
Strike first. Postage stamp strike zone. It's just three and out.
It is fair going down on strikes.
Now batting right fielder, number 22, Trey Harks.
Starting to think we might need a K counter. We're at 5, I believe, so far. That one hitting the dirt.
Cody's had a few.
Actually, pardon me, we're at 6 strikeouts so far. Bradford and Johnson both dealing early on.
Getting married on 12. Yeah.
That one a big swing and a big miss. 1-1 the count now. Harks is today's right fielder. That one a big swing and a big miss for strike 2. There's the pitch. That one was just a little bit low. 2-2 now. 2 are away.
Oh, okay.
But he's really right now. He's really upset because he can't work because he had a big blood clot in his
Pitch. There it is. Strikeout number 7 of this game.
57s go down in order in top second after 1.5. For 57 1. Parkland X 0. Pitch count for Jackson Bradford is 30.
All right, so 6 straight strikeouts. We will be back with the bottom half of the second inning. You're watching the PVSN. This is Parkland Expos Baseball brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at the Flats. We are back here in the bottom of the second, none gone. Count now at 2-0 for Thomas. We'll see if he's able to not be sent down on strikes. We're at batter number 6 in a row. That one swung on, and he will be in there safely.
Thomas singled up the middle, batting third baseman number 8, Tyler Litrelli.
That one is fouled back by Bill O'Crelly.
Austin. What's our usual bet for Austin? What's Austin's offer? Does he go by grade or does he go by hunger?
All right, here we go. Back at it. There is one strike.
The scene in Atlanta Gray. Yeah.
That one is swung on and fouled back.
I thought they were all, but I don't know. I don't know. I honestly,
Are you at 21?
just this will be the 21st.
Okay, why not?
That'll be 21 right there.
Bill O'Crelly down on strikes.
Batting left field number 47, Theo Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in the bottom of the second. There have been 4 outs that the Expos have had. Every single one of those outs, strikeout.
You guys try to go most of the game?
Johnson is wheeling and dealing today.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, wow, girl is so far. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be like an hour.
By investing in health?
I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That one is put on the ground by Cleveland. Take him at first.
Yeah.
Theo did not like that tag.
Cleveland grounds up to the first baseman for the second out of the inning. Batting right fielder number 10, Nate Wanty.
2 are now away. It's Nate Wandy up to the dish. Thomas did advance to second base on that dribbler.
24 pitches here. 23.
Yeah, I think he was.
Or did I miss it? 24.
That one, a first pitch strike. Seen a lot of those strikes today from Johnson.
Okay, so we're at 25. Okay.
That one, a big swing and a big miss by Wandy. Down 0-2 quickly here. There are 2 away. A runner on second base for the Expos. Thomas, the only batter to reach safely so far for the Expos in this one at least. And that is it. Wandy down on strikes.
1 hit, left on 2. Current 57 1. Parkland Expo 0. Pitch count for James Johnson is 27.
You are watching the Parkland Valley Sports Network. My name is Brady Lang. This is Parkland Expos Baseball, brought to you by The Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at The Flats, 306-782-8822. We'll be right back with the third inning. Back underway, Aiden Robinson at the dish now. Battles a pitch from Bradford and a strong gust of wind there. As you can see, behind the players, cloud is starting to build up. Here at Jubilee. Batter there, fouling it back, hitting the post. Bradford still dealing for the Expos. Pitch. That one swung on, fouled back. Out of play. That one sails high and wide. Count is now full. No runners are aboard. Count is full, none gone. And he'll draw a walk.
Calls the walk. And shortstop for 24, Kyrell Adair.
Tyrell Adair now up to the plate. We'll expand a little bit on the camera to let you see a little bit of everything.
Oh,
This the second of two today, a doubleheader here at Jubilee.
yeah, I know.
That one swung on and tipped back foul.
Oh, it's Silver Lake Richard Park. That's where
There are none away, a runner on first. 57's lead by a score of 1-0.
right by me. So, yeah, they're here at provincial a couple years back. In North Battleford, I guess, have a big rivalry.
Bradford goes back to first.
Bench handed out.
You guys aren't gonna host your team here today?
Not. Well, Nora has been gone provincial 20 years probably. Don't even bother.
Bradford with a delivery. That one is high and outside.
I show off.
1-1 now.
You know, you end up selecting no help.
That one gets away from Allen. Runner does advance to second base. Take a closer look in now. None gone. The count now at 2-1 after that pass ball. And that one is fouled away. Count now up at 2-2. Bradford so far has 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run allowed, none earned, a walk, and 4 Ks. Make that 5 Ks for Jackson Bradford.
Now batting center fielder, number 7, Hudson Unger.
Hudson Unger up to the plate now. He has a runner on second base in Robinson. There is one away. That one is swung on high in the air. Caught. Runner tags. And he'll be in at third safely.
Umpire fly looks right for the second out of the inning. Now batting first baseman number 9, Mason Fowler.
Take a look in as we have a batter on third base here. This is our second game with a new camera. Fancy. Last night wasn't too fancy, though. That one hit high in the air. Might be off the fence. That one is thrown back in. A runner does come in to score. 2-0 for Swift Current.
Center Fowler now batting DH for 27, Quinn Bolt.
Quinn Bolton now up at the dish. Whoa. See, it's not all perfect. 2 gone. Runner on second, top of the third here at Jubilee. Second of 2 today. First one was done a little bit early. Went by pretty quick.
He's a AAA great. He plays for the Legionnaires, but dropped out to the Broncos. Plays up with them.
That one hits the ground, and Allen almost with a throw back to second base. Fowler just playing on the base pass a little bit there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm sure I could if you really wanted.
Yeah, that's what they can
It saves
easier.
That one is in there for a strike. 1-1 the count now.
Well, that's some.
Oh no, that's not good. Was I went up a couple extra weekends that I hadn't planned on just because he needed a break. Yeah. So I was so happy to be home.
That one looked to be a ball, but Bolton helping out Bradford there. Big swing and a miss. Count now at 1-2. 2 are away. A runner is on second base, and this is the top of the third. That one, a swing and a miss. Strike 3 ending the top of the third.
Left on. Heading into the bottom of the third, Swift Current 57's 2, Parkland Expos 0. Pitch count 48 for Jackson Graf.
That is it for the top of 3. You're watching the PVSN. It's Parkland Expos Baseball brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. Okay, we are back underway here for the bottom of the third. Sawyer Sawchuck will start us off. That one will be outside for ball one.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
Mad scramble like last year.
That one, a swing and a miss for strike one. That one hits the ground, 2-1. Sawchuck did not play in the first game, but did come in late. He was a pinch hitter. Came in for Allen, I believe.
Run.
Sawchuck is playing second base in this one. That one is fouled back. Sawchuck is down on strikes for out number one.
P1. And Melvin.
In comes Allen. We got to meet him a little bit on Dugout Talks. That one will be posted to social media shortly. Had a good chat with him. We'll have more in our next Expos broadcast. Still have a few players to get through as we start to get to the back half of this season. Can can you believe it's July? I really can't. Nearly July at least. And the kids are out of school. It is officially the summer, so we're there. Taking a look at the count now, 1-1 on Allen. There is one away. No one on base here in the bottom of the third. That one a big swing and a big miss. Strike number two.
You turn it on. No heat, no AC till June.
Oh no. I've had my like fireplace on once each.
Same with October.
I usually turn it off in June.
And he rings him up. Strike three for out number two.
Brings up center field with number 24, Deacon Krieger.
That K counter on Johnson is at 7 now. We've seen 13 strikeouts so far in this one. I feel like I should buy a lottery ticket because I feel like I called it there. Both those boys coming in the game in early in the first, I believe there was 5 strikeouts between the two of them, and then after the bottom of the first, Bradford struck out everyone from Swift Current in the top of the first. So there's been a lot of Ks today.
Oh yeah, my other friend's going to that.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah, Trisha. Yeah.
Krieger with a line drive. That one is going to end up
Krieger schools to right field.
as a single.
0, Cohen Murray.
So now we have Cohen Murray up to bat.
He was happy with his little laugh.
Starting things off with a first pitch strike. Tick that one. Caught by the catcher. 2 are away. There is a runner on first base for the Expos. That one put on the ground by Murray, and that will likely do it for this one. No, he's safe. An error there by the first baseman. Took a little bit of a jump.
Murray aboard on the error to the second baseman. Now batting the DH, number 79, Caleb Cons.
What a good jinx I just did on the Expos there. Ended up safe at first base. Now there are runners on first and on second. Yount is up to bat, and he's got two speedy guys ahead of him. Both Krieger and Murray. This also as good a time as any. Congratulations to those All-Stars selected, as you can see on your screen there. For the vets, it's Cohen Murray, Callum Yount. Rookies, Kyler Bill-O'Crelly, Theo Cleveland, and Sawyer Sawchuk. Congratulations to each and every one of those players. Runners on first and second now. Count now sitting at 1 and 2. There are two away. Yount so far today 0 for 1. He was one of those unfortunate strikeout victims earlier on in this one. That one is swung on and fouled back. Count remains at 1 and 2. There are two away. Two runners on. Yount is today's DH in both the first and the second games. That one is outside. A double clutch by the back catcher, meaning Krieger in there safely, and so is Murray. All of a sudden, these Expos are threatening a base hit away from tying this one. But strike three is called, ending the inning.
Out 3 is the Swift Current 57-2, Parkland Expos 0. Pitch count of Jace Johnson is 48.
We head now to the top of 4. It is the PVSN. It is Parkland Expos Baseball, and this is all brought to you by The Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at The Flats, 306-782-8822. We'll be right back with the fourth inning.
baseman, number 3.
As you just see on your screen, we are back, and one is now away, a fly out to center field. The Expos have one gone.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. No appearance.
There's the pitch. That one is high in the air. There it is, out number 2 of this inning.
Olsen Possum, baseman, second out of the inning. Now batting the left fielder, number 17, Landon Fair.
Good to see what the airport guys there. Yeah, that's awesome. Who else we proved in the last game where he told pick there?
I trip over the lights.
2 are now gone.
And it was a great.
That one is swung on and hit into the same area. No one's there. That one will get through. Runner goes to second. He's going to third. No throw.
This game, or I mean this day.
Fair triples to right center.
Second triple, I think, for sure.
Now batting the right fielder, number 22, Trey Parks.
Trey Harks up to bat now. He has a runner in scoring position, and Swift Current does have a lead too. It is 2-0 over the Parkland Expos. We're in the top of the 4th. That one, a dribbler over to first. That's it. That'll do it for the top of the 4th.
57 scores, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on.
Go something so
After 3.5, Swift Current 57's 2, Parkland Expos 0.
We are going to head to the bottom of the 4th here in Yorkton at Jubilee Park. It is the Parkland Expos and the Swift Current 50 Seconds, the second of this doubleheader. It's all brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at the Flats. 306-782-8822. Pay them a visit at 275 Broadway Street East. I'm Brady Lang, and we'll be right back with the Expos' turn to hit. We are back here for the bottom half of the 4th. Currently up to bat, Keelan Thomas. Had today's first hit of the game for the Expos. Shows bunt there, but pulls it back. Count now at 1-1.
Well, we played the Tigers here a couple times. Yeah. There won't be any more games.
We are all together.
Thomas is now staring down a full count. There are none gone here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That one ends up with a walk. Good start for these Expos.
17. Maddox. Andre.
Maddox Andres up to bat now. Maddox Andres at the dish now. Thomas is on first base. Starts things off with a swing and a miss, strike one. That one will go outside for ball one.
Sometimes I'm on YouTube personality.
Oh, yeah, I know. He told us he stayed at our place last week.
That one swung on and will be fouled back, 1-2.
Maybe I'll get to know this these boys on the bus trip.
Yeah. Rick and Zerk and Bill and whatever else they go to.
Andres will go down on strikes. One is now away.
Theo Cleveland.
Theo Cleland will be up to bat now. That strikeout, Johnson's ninth of the day. Our strikeout counter for this one, we're at 15 between the two pitchers. Two strikes fallen behind quick is Cleland.
Yeah, the slide-
Runner is on first base. One is gone. Cleland will be sent down on strikes. That's number 10.
The inning. Batting the right fielder, number 10, Nate Rondi.
Earlier this season, we traveled down to Saltcoats for a game, and it was Kenora and Saltcoats. It ended 0-0. There was a lot of strikeouts. This one's reminding me a lot of that. There is scoring, though. Swift Current up 2-0, but 16 strikeouts between the two pitchers. That being said, we're just at an hour into this game, and we're already in the bottom of the fourth, and feel like the K's are a big part of that. Wandy takes a hack there. His count right now sitting at 1-2. There are two away. Runner on first base. And he will go down on strikes. That's number 11.
65.
Yeah. Yeah, swinging. In the bottom of the fourth, Expos scored no runs, no hits, no errors, one left off. After four, Swift Current 50 seconds, 2, Headline Expos 0. Pitch count for Jace Johnson is 65.
And that will do it. We're through 4 innings. You're watching the PVSN. It's Parkland Expos Baseball brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at the Flats. Give them a call, 782-8822, 275 Broadway Street East. My name's Brady Lang, and thank you for watching the PVSN. We'll be right back. Jackson Bradford continuing this half of the inning. You're watching the PVSN. My name is Brady Lang. We're back with the top of the fifth inning here. 0-1 right now. That one is swung on and fouled back, hitting the light post. Oh, or the count now at 1-2. That one is swung on and hit into the outfield. But that catch made easily there by Krieger.
Beginning, batting shortstop for 24, Adair.
Kyrell Adair. He's up to bat now. Adair so far today. 0 for 2 in this one. At least he had one strikeout. That K counter now at 17. Johnson with 11. And the Expos Bradford with 6. Between the two pitchers, only 6 hits allowed. 2 from Johnson's end, 4 from Bradford. That one, a called strike. Count now at 3-1 after that ball. And that will draw a walk.
Adair draws the walk. Now batting center fielder, number 7, Hudson Unger.
Hudson Unger will be up to bat next. There we go. little bit to the left, right? Runner goes. That ball does get away. He will be in safely to second. So we have a runner on second base. There's one away, and the count sitting at 1-0. That one will be the first strike of the at bat.
That swing.
No, calls. Yeah, that's okay. You're a pin drop.
Right now, it is 2-0 for the 57s. They're looking to win both of these games in the doubleheader today. That one will go just enough outside for a ball.
Yeah. But I said, you need to create the better way. Put this, they lock it in here and then they lock keys in this group. No other coach has keys in it. So they're now gonna, I think they're gonna lock it maybe in that unsaid and give.
One's spun back, but the runner gets in there safely.
Cause I've had to come here and unlock them. Last 2 weekends and no. I'm kind of tired of my job with city liaison.
Count now at 2-1, one away.
Yeah, for sure. You'll really.
Then you'll get eligible.
Yeah.
Gotta manage the clinic.
3-1 the count now. Runner is on second base.
You're in charge. And 3 of the 5 days.
Yeah.
That one, a big hit. Good defensive play there by Krieger, but a run will score on that single.
RBI single to center field for Unger. Now batting third baseman number 9, Mason Bowser.
Mason Fowler up to bat next. That is the third run allowed by the Expos so far today. 2 of them earned on Bradford. He goes back to first. Tag, but he's in there very easily. That one is in there for a strike. One gone. We have Fowler and Bradford going toe to toe now. Unger's on first. And he goes. Oh no, that ball rolls and rolls into the outfield.
Stolen base and then an error to the.
Making it all the way to third base is Unger on that passed ball.
First base. Yeah.
Swift Current threatening again. 3-0.
0-1. Called strike. Now it'd be 1.
1-1 the count now, one away. That one is swung on and dribbled over. Foul. Count will move to 1-2 now. Fowler still up to bat now. He is 1 for 2 in this one. A run and an RBI. And now with a K. That is strike 3.
Now batting DH, number 27, Quinn Bolton.
Strikeout number 7 for Bradford today. He's pitched 4 2/3 so far. One's just outside.
Yep. Yep. Coming up 72.
What is it? I was wondering. I didn't have to.
Yeah.
I just seen him last.
And then
That one will be just inside.
ask the amount Christie's.
I'll give you a different angle here. The third baseman, or with the runner on third. And he's going. He's out. What an opportune time to change the camera angle on that one. But that will do it for this one. 3 outs. We're going to head to the bottom half of this 5th inning. The Expos still down 3-0. You're watching Parkland Expos Baseball on the PVSN, brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. Okay, we're here, back for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Sawyer Sawchuk puts that one on the ground. To first, 1 away.
Second, first out of the inning. Now batting catcher, number 21, Griffin Allen.
Griffin Allen up to bat next. Keep an eye on our social media after the conclusion of this one. We'll post our chat with Allen. Allen shows bunt, but that one hits the dirt and flies back. Allen is the 9th batter for the Expos, so we'll get to the top. Krieger, Murray, Yount, Thomas. up to bat after. And with a money ball attitude, Allen's just focused on getting on base here with those 4 big bats coming up, and that's what he will do.
Allen draws the walk. Now batting the center fielder, number 24, Deacon Krieger.
And give you a wide angle of the field here. The Expos looking to chip away at this 3-run lead. Krieger shows bunt. All right, we're going to go right back in now. Allen advancing on that passed ball. 1-0 now is the count on Krieger. That one is swung on and hit in the air. Caught for the second out.
Krieger flies up to center, the second out of the inning. Now batting the shortstop, number 0, Colin Murray.
Cohen Murray now up to bat next. Murray so far today 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He had a good game last night, though, especially offensively. Few big hits for the Expos. That one, though, will end the inning.
Yeah, looks right. In the top fifth, Expos scoring no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 left on. After 5, it's Swift Current 57's 3, Parkland Expos 0. Pitch count for Jace Johnson is 74.
We are through 5 innings here at Jubilee. You're watching Parkland Valley Sports Network live action. It's Parkland Expos baseball. This is all brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. It's all that at the Flats. Give them a call, 306-782-8822, or visit them at 275 Broadway Street East. We will be back with the 6th inning in just a couple moments.
The DH, number 27, Quinn Bolton.
We've made it to the top of 6 here at Jubilee. This is the second of 2 in today's doubleheader, the final doubleheader in the month of June. 4 of them played by the Expos. We've been along for the ride for 3 of them. Stayed out of the rain last weekend. Missed quite the finish and quite the couple wins, but can't really control the weather. Pitch by Bradford is inside, starting things off with a 2-0 count. We have Bolton up to bat. We're at 18 strikeouts combined with these two pitchers today. Bradford has 7, Johnson has 11. Both starting pitchers are still going strong into this 6th inning. Presumably, that is. Swift Current has no one warming up right now down their line in their bullpen. That one is swung on, taken there at short, over to first. He is out.
Batting first baseman number 11, Ty Swift.
One now gone. Ty Switzer up to the plate now. So far in this one, Switzer is 0 for 2. He has a strikeout. Looking at the line, here's another fun fact for you. Every single player that has batted today, all but 1, 2, 3 of them have at some point been struck out. That one is the second strike of this at bat. There's still one gone. That one is fouled back. Not a play. Count remains at 0 and 2. That one swung on and also fouled back. Whew. That was as close to that vehicle down there as you could get. PVSN, it's the game inside the game. We're watching everything. 0 and 2 is still the count. That one swung on down the line. Will roll foul. Going to pitch number 6 of this at bat. 5. 5 of this at bat. 2 strikes, 3 fouls. That's where we're at least. Bradford's at 83 pitches today. This delivery will be his 84th, and that will be his 8th strikeout.
Wilson strikes out for the second out of the inning. Now batting second baseman number 3, Wesley Olson.
Wesley Olson will come up to bat. There are 2 away now. Olson so far today, he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The 3 players yet to strike out, Unger, Robinson, and Thomas. That one is swung on the ground. No throw made there.
Olson with the infield single. Now batting left fielder number 17, Landon Fair.
Landon Fair now at the plate. Fair is 1 for 2 today. 1 strikeout and 1 triple.
Whatever. Do whatever you want.
Bradford goes to first. That one gets away. Runner will stay at second base.
I'd say throwing error for the pitcher.
Thomas was unable to grab that one on the throwback, so that runner will move to second base. There are still 2 out. 1-0 is the count. That one will go outside for ball 2.
So I get that triple.
That ball is delivered and fair. Swings and misses. 2-1 the count now.
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Next time, I think we should pay you. What do you wait? Carmen, you know, vote. Who wants to this game, Mr.
Top 6 here. Bradford trying to get out of this jam. And that one goes outside for ball 3. Through 5 2/3, Bradford has 6 hits allowed, 3 runs allowed, and 2 of them are earned. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts.
Like
2019.
29.
Yeah.
Is it a good place to work?
All right. So easy.
Are you inside or?
Yeah, in the mill. Yeah.
That one will go outside for ball 4. Runner advances to third on that passed ball.
Is there a pinch hitter? Number 20. I can't.
25.
25. Is there a
Not for her.
25?
Fair.
Oh, Ryland Fair. Pinch hitting will be number 25, Ryland Fair.
Thanks for announcing. You can like straight out back. No, thanks.
Ryland.
All right, we're back to 2 fairs and no fouls in this game. Landon Fair on first base. Ryland Fair hitting. Both last names spelt differently. Fair is in the game for Harks, who ends his day.
And we have nothing planned in terms of like to receiving.
But you're staying right in line.
It's at 4.
And the runner goes.
Run scores.
1 run will score. That ball gets away from Sawchuk. Bradford. Nope, that's
What do I?
saw too many 2s there. Krieger throws it in to Bradford, and it looks like we'll pause for a quick second. We'll be right back on the PVSN. All right, so Bradford will remain in this one. 4th run did just come in to score. We have a runner on second base, so we'll give you guys a closer look at the battle at the plate between Fair and Bradford.
Brandon
Right now, 1-0 is the count.
was in there.
That one is swung on and fouled out of play.
And move
1-1 is the count now.
Just move him from third to home. Don't give him a stolen base yet. I don't think. Look that one up. Might have to ask Jared after.
Yeah.
That'll go outside. 2-1 the count now.
Giving the
We're here in the top of the sixth. It's 4-0 for Swift Current over the Expos.
here. I don't know if they'll let you do that. You try. For some reason, I don't think you can give a stolen base.
In there for a strike. 2-2 now.
One foul.
Yeah. Be 2-2.
How many pitches were you at?
I'll have 95.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm caught up on all.
All the fun.
Bradford and Fair.
It's yacht.
Sun comes out for this pitch. And that one, a strikeout. 6.5 is now complete.
Bears.
You're watching the PVSN. It's Parkland Expos Baseball, brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink.
2 errors and 1 left off. Heading into the bottom of the sixth, it's the Swift Current 57's 4, the Parkland Expos 0. 96 pitches.
We are back here at Jubilee. Caleb Yount will lead us off. Today's DH throughout the games. Right now, the Expos are down in a hole, 4-0. They're looking to chip back. They have 2 at bats left in this one.
And like my dad's girlfriend still lives there. It's just a wall. Every winter awkward situation we got her covered.
Johnson still dealing. That one will be in there for the first strike of this half inning. He has thrown a lot of them, though, today. Through 5 innings, 2 hits allowed on the Expos, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts. That one is swung on and put on the ground over to first. Got him, one away.
Second, first out of the inning. Now batting the third baseman, number 15, Keelan Thomas.
Keelan Thomas is up to bat now with one away here. The Expos down to their final 5 outs of the afternoon. That strikeout counter now is at 20 between the two pitchers. 9 for Bradford, 11 for Johnson. That one will go for a first pitch ball. There are still only 3 players in this game that haven't struck out, and Keelan Thomas is one of them. He also has one of the 2 hits today, Krieger with the other. That one is low. 2-1 the count now. Outside, ball 3. Thomas has reached safely both of his plate appearances today. A walk and that hit. That one's in there for strike 2. Count now full. The train is back here. First one we've actually seen today. And Keelan Thomas will go down swinging. That means that every Expo in this second game today has struck out at some point. Total team strikeouts now sitting at 12. All Johnson's. This one has definitely been a quick one, though. It's 4:12. We started at about 2:40, 2:45-ish. So about an hour and a half. Not too bad now that we're in the bottom of the 6th. Two and one is the count. 2 outs. That one is swung on and almost coming down with it is the third baseman, but it hits the ground. When it comes to this train in this ball game, though, after being in Balgoni last night, we have nothing to worry about because that train is a lot closer to the field and it's also obviously a lot louder if it's closer. That one will go down for a base hit.
Andre singled in the left field. Batting for left fielder, number 47, Theo Cleveland.
Theo Cleveland is up to bat next. There is a runner aboard for these Expos. That one is swung on and foul.
Too fast. Quick. Balgoni with nice diamond at least.
Well, they've got cord on.
Yeah.
Chances they were paling water off. Okay.
2 strikes now on Cleveland. Andre's on first. 2 are away. Lucky number 13 for Johnson. That is another strikeout.
On left. After 6, It's the Swift Current 57 4, Parkland Expos 0. Pitch count
91.
for Jace Johnson is 91.
We are in the bottom, or we are done. 6 innings. On to the 7th. A quick thank you as well. Sorry, had a moment there. Quick thank you to a couple of our community sponsors, Yorkton Stories. Learn more about them at yorktonstories.ca. They're found on all podcast directories, and guess what? They podcast about stories in Yorkton. There's a QR code on the screen there if you are watching on a TV and want to scan it. At the same time, there's also Beelang Media, another community sponsor. That is also my company, videography, creative services. Live video production is also going to be coming out soon. Well, I mean, I'm doing this right. Uh, Beelang Media is actually kind of the parent to PVSN as well. So PVSN is a creation made through Beelang Media. One thing I did want to mention is when it came to Beelang Media and it came to the creation of PVSN, I didn't want to just do the broadcast side, but I also wanted to do the videography side. When I came to chat with teams, I started to realize just how thin that bottom line was when it came to local sports and grassroots sports, and I wanted to do something different and help. That is where the PVSN kind of came from, but at the same time, we are doing everything we can to shine a brighter light on local sports and local sports in our area. I am personally originally from Balcarres. I now live in Yorkton. This is my area here in the southeast, and we're trying to do everything we can to get coverage as many places as we can. PVSN is free to every single team that does come on and participates in our streams. We do a kickback of 25% to every team. If you are interested in any of that, give me a call 306 541 9833. You can also shoot me an email at brady@pvsn.ca. We are going to be back here with the 7th in just a couple moments. We'll pause quickly. That one, a first pitch strike, kicking off things in this half inning. It's the top half. Swift Current leading by 4 runs. That one swung on and will go foul. That one is down for the first base hit of this one.
Right field. Now batting the shortstop, number 24, Tyrell Dare.
Tyrell Adair is up to the plate now. None gone here in the top of the 7th inning. Sawyer Sawchuk now in the game to pitch. Bradford's line closing it out. 6 full innings pitched. 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Sawchuk in now. He has one hit on his line so far, and they're sitting on first base. Throws it back to first base. We'll move our camera a little bit to give you guys a look into first and Adair and Sawchuck's battle at the plate. Runner goes. No throw, and to be fair with you, in that situation, as a back catcher, you throw because that would have been very close to interference from this angle at least. Runner now advancing to second base. That one is inside for ball two. It was kind of like when we were speaking in that first game, when Moore turned and threw directly at the not at the player, but to home. In that situation, you always turn and throw. If it hits the player, it hits the player. It's just going to be a dead ball. Those are coaching tips with Brady Lang. Played double A ball once. Nothing higher than that.
Scary.
Were you scared when they?
Top of the seventh here. Still none away. 3-1 is the count. Sawchuck with the delivery. That one is hit well. Caught for out number one of this inning.
Flies.
Runner doesn't go.
Now batting center fielder number 7, Hudson Unger.
Hudson Unger up to the plate now. He is one of the final two players in this game to go down without a strikeout. We'll see if Sawchuck can change that. That one will be outside. Ball one to start this at bat. We will be back on the air on July 2nd for a matchup between the Kenora Supers and the Parkland Pirates. That one will be in Melville, our first broadcast in the beautiful community of Melville. Keep an eye on our social media for more if we do add a few games in between. Game 4 days away, but baseball in this area has been plagued with rain, smoke, bad weather, generally a lack of umpires. So it's kind of a sprint to the finish right now for a few of these leagues. We will be adding at least 3 more SESBL games by the end of the season. They will have a week or two to make up all their rainouts, that sort of thing, and we'll be jumping right in. Do I know exactly where we'll be? Not yet, but keep an eye on our socials. That ball hit, and it will find its way out. But the runner stops at third base.
Signal from center field. Now batting the base number 9, Mason Fowler.
We still have one away. Mason Fowler up to bat now. So far in this one, 1 for 3 for him. He has a run and an RBI and a K. Fowler also with a double in this one and a stolen base. Runner goes, no throw made.
Do you call that? Like, when would you call the defensive end?
If they're not holding him on and blow up, yeah, that's a steal. Yeah, they were holding him on.
I don't know that. I'm sure.
I mean, it's sort of, you have some discretion, I guess, but no, they were.
Robinson on third, Unger on second. Fowler at the plate. That one is swung on and will go Foul.
Then for holding on.
I'll give you a look at
Yeah,
the left side of the infield here. Runners on second and on third, no one on first. Fouls are at the plate. Count right now is 1-1. That one is swung on in a drive. Off the wall. That one is thrown in. 2 runs score on that stand-up double. 6-0 for the 57s now.
27. Quinn Bolton.
Quinn Bolton up now. Runner on second base. 1 away. That one goes outside for the ball number 1. 6-0 right now.
They do play Stronghouse, but I haven't heard.
That one hit in the air. Andres has it easily. Out number 2.
Paul, first baseman with second out of the inning. And first base for 11, Ty Switzer.
Ty Switzer up to bat next. Switzer so far today 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, both at the hands of Jackson Bradford. Spun back. Safe on second.
Sometimes your wants life change things. Really comes down with ink.
Mm-hmm.
Who's a teacher?
Yeah, at Stockholm now. Mm-hmm. Second year, maybe?
Sawchuk turns back. No throw applied.
I think Davis had the mind.
Well, yeah,
But I
he's
don't know
not
if he's-
for his back injury for a while. He was supposed to go back.
Right. When we were visiting, he was still off, but I'm not sure now. I think he'd be back.
Count now sitting at 2-0. Sawchuk and Switzer.
Yeah, that's going. Yeah.
And that one down there for ball 3. One thing I will mention before we wrap up this second stream of the day, Swift Current, out of all the teams we've had come through in the SPBL U18 AAA division, those jerseys, that setup, it just works, it feels.
Yeah.
A little bit of forest green on there, some orange. That one is the first strike of this at bat. Schweitzer thought he had first, but not today.
Great.
Strike number 2, a good battle back here for Sawyer. There are 2 away. Take a look in here. That one is fouled back. Staying alive is Schweitzer.
It was they made and we had got pictures before it. So I dog.
Who named it? The little thing. Yeah.
And then mom drew that.
That one is hit and through.
RBI single.
All right, so there's one run that scored on that one. Runner ends up on second base.
That's the second on the throw. Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Wesley Olson.
Wesley Olson will be up to bat next.
On the throw on last play.
No, it's an RBI. It's an RBI single, and then he gets a second on that throw. It's not an error though.
We're through an hour and 45 of this second game. That one is over and down. Runner scores, and that makes it an 8-run lead. Landon Fair up to bat now.
Maybe we got an 8 hit though.
Keep hammered out. Yeah. Maybe put in a
Still 2 away. Sawchuk just trying to mitigate the damage now. That one is swung on, hit in the air. Andres has it. That's the end of the top of the 7th.
There was how many hits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 4 runs in fight. The top of the 7th, 57 scored 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 1 left on. Heading into the home half of the 7th, Swift Current 57's 8, Parkland Expo 0. Pitch count for Sawyer Sawchuck is 26.
It is the middle of the 7th. You're watching the Parkland Valley Sports Network. My name is Brady Lang. This is Parkland Expos Baseball brought to you by the Flats Eatery and Drink. We're back here in the bottom of the 7th. It's Nate Wandy that will lead things off. The Expos down to their final 3 outs of this one. Right now, down 8-0 at the hands of Swift Current. At first pitch, swinging strike. And that one, a strike that was watched. It looks like Johnson will try to complete this one. And Wandy is down on strikes. One is now away.
The pitcher, 14, Sawyer Sawchuck.
That's Johnson's 14th strikeout of the afternoon. Up to bat now, we have pitcher Sawyer Sawchuk. Sawchuk puts that one out of play. 1-2 now for Swift Current. A very successful day in the world of pitching. Both their starters today going presumably the distance. Johnson with a dominating affair. He's up to 14 strikeouts.
99.
All right, we have a full count for Sawchuk now. And he did go strikeout number 15.
Now batting the catcher, number 21, Griffin Allen.
Griffin Allen. He is the 9th batter for the Expos. We have 2 away. No one is on base. One and one is the count now after that ball. That one nearly hitting Allen. Goes right through him. 2-1 now. Looks like the rain will miss Yorkton here. Look up there. Pretty dark.
So do I count this pitch?
Oh, yeah. How long do you get end the at bat?
This is 105.
Yeah.
That one is hit over to. And it's a foul ball.
Whenever you call up.
Count is now full.
But still keep counting.
No.
Or no, just be done. Okay.
It's counting on it.
Count is now at 3-2. 2 away. That is the game. And the 16th strikeout by Jace Johnson.
Expos 0.
Well, that wraps up these 2 games. The Expos 0-2 in this doubleheader. First game losing by a score of 11-1 in 6 innings. This one, an 8-0 loss. Played all 7 innings in this one. Lots of strikes. Also,
6 o'clock for the pitch.
we will be back with more Parkland Valley Sports Network live action on July 2nd, SESBL. It's Kenora and the Parkland Pirates, but until then, we're going to wrap things up. You can find us on social media at the PVSN or Parkland Valley Sports Network or PVSN or a combination of all of them. We will have the game wrap up following this one. We'll also post our chat with Griffin Allen and much, much more. Thank you to everyone who sat through and watched our streams today. We had some ups and downs in the first game, but this second game, honestly, couldn't have gone better. Without a hitch, we're testing new graphics, we're getting new assets into our stream. Again, one last thank you to The Flats Eatery and Drink for being our title sponsor for this season. We will be back later in July with more Expos action. Thank you again.